the spring of 2013, the Oklahoma Farm and Food Alliance conducted a local food systems survey of Nowata County. It revealed an alarming limited access to fresh fruits and vegetables for the 10,000 county residents. With only one grocery store in the entire county, along with no fruit and vegetable producers in the area, Nowata was declared a food desert. In that same year, Nowata Can received a community garden grant from the Cherokee Nation and set to work building Nowata its very own community garden, with the hope of providing citizens a place to fellowship, learn about gardening and good stewardship of the land, and to have as a supplemental food source for the community. The first step was to find a vacant lot within the city that would accommodate several raised beds, in-ground beds, and a gathering place. The Nowata Fair Board just happened to have an empty piece of land available across the street from the Nowata County Fairgrounds. Nowata Can presented a proposal to the Fair Board about using the space for a community garden. The Fair Board agreed to a 300-foot by 300-foot area for the garden. They signed a memorandum of agreement with CAN that outlined responsibilities, a 5-year building plan, and an example of some community garden programming that would take place in that space. With the MOA signed, it was full speed ahead. Nowata Can hosted the first Garden Build Day. Community members, CAN Coalition members and staff, and Cherokee Nation members stretched up the perimeter fence, hung 2 gates, built 3 raised beds, and spread mulch on the ground. After the initial build day was complete, the Cherokee Nation members led the group in a garden blessing song and dance ceremony. In the first year, a water tap was installed, 7 more raised beds were built, a compost pile was formed, and a movable garden shed was put in place. Kind neighbors and volunteers even showed up to mow around the garden from time to time just to keep it looking nice while it was in the beginning stages. While the garden slowly began to come together, Nowata Can hosted free monthly gardening classes for community members as a way to get people interested in the community garden and healthy eating. Experts from all over the state presented at each class, answered questions, and offered excellent information and advice to the attendees. During fall break, Christmas break, and spring break, local 4-H'ers and youth groups worked together to help build more raised beds and spread mulch. They also helped with planting, fall harvest, soil amendments, and putting the garden to bed for the winter. Nowata Can was fortunate enough to have the Rogers County Master Gardeners as mentors for the community garden. With the Rogers County Master Gardeners' help, Can planted 2 apple trees and an asparagus bed. Recently, there's been a fall garden established with cover crops planted for the winter. The Rogers County Master Gardeners have drawn up plans to finish the garden design that includes a seating area, a butterfly garden, a tropical garden, a water source for pollinators, and a hoop house. These projects will be finished in the fall of 2014 and will be ready to show off in the garden in the spring of 2015. As the community garden moves towards completion this year, the town of Nowata has already experienced the benefits of having fresh and local produce available to its citizens. Garden produce was distributed throughout the community all summer in an effort to promote healthy eating and living. The Nowata Can Community Garden is the perfect place to grow healthy roots and strong communities.